Give him your Instagram. I don't care that he looks like an ogre. I had just finished at the club with my friends and we decided to go for a McDonald's, and we literally just sat on some steps. Bear in mind we are wearing heels and quite small dresses. Obviously we're all a little bit drunk because we've just come from the club, so logic isn't really kicking in. A man decides to come up to us and says, "Oh, you girls look beautiful." We say thank you. Then he asks for my Instagram and I politely declined. "Oh no, thank you, I'm not interested." The man did not move. He asked again. I said, "I'm literally not interested. Like, no, you can't have my social media." Just decided that he wasn't gonna move until I gave him my Instagram, and he was making us all feel super uncomfortable. Probably should have just given in. If I've said no once, I'm not gonna change my mind. Obviously, men don't understand that. So my friend stood up and she said, "Please, can you move away?" She said no. He said, "No, I'm not moving until she gives me her socials." My friend again said, "Move away." She said no, "Leave us alone." This man then proceeded to punch her and she literally fell down the stairs, but he wasn't done. He ran down the stairs and continued to punch her, pull her hair. Obviously this is a 5'4" girl against like a 6'1" man. He was so into the whole punching thing that his trousers literally fell down. Like, we could see this man's whole bum while he's got her pinned on the ground, literally repeatedly punching her in the face. We obviously couldn't stop it because we are also just gonna get beaten up. So strangers were jumping out of their car and trying to separate them, and this man just ended up running off. A massive group of men like asked us what happened and tried to find him. Like, they all went after him, but genuinely no one could find him. And obviously with the London Underground, you can hop into any station and disappear like that. And someone who was watching it all happen called the police and they asked for a statement from us and like a description of him. Obviously they never found him and nothing was done about it. This girl literally having a patch of hair missing from her head and bruises all over her. And I can't help but think it was my fault because I chose to say no to a man, which is crazy. The only way to prevent yourself from this happening and staying safe is honestly just let them have it. Because at the end of the day, as soon as they add you, you can literally block them straight away. I would say avoid giving out phone numbers just because they can still carry on calling you on no caller ID even if you've blocked them. I don't care how ugly they are because this is actually a safety issue. No one should ever experience that in their lifetime.
How y'all doing? It's your boy Mr. Handsome, dropping knowledge, back with another video. Today's topic is on this woman that claims that her friend got beat up because a random guy asked for her IG and she refused to give it to him. So basically she was stating that her friend stepped up and then she got beat up for it. Now, I know everybody watched the video, so I'm sure everybody's pretty much pulling their own different perspectives and breakdowns based on what they saw. Now, I'm just going to give it to you guys from a different point of view because I like to be more than one dimensional with things. Like, my mindset be like, okay, let me cross my T's here, let me dot my I's there, let me just analyze the entire situation so I can give my own synopsis based on what I saw. If we are speaking on logic, you will notice that this video was very well fabricated in every sense and every definition of fabrication. Why? For one, she claims that the guy walked up to her and asked her for her IG. Now, it's nothing wrong with a man asking for your IG. Men ask for IGs all the time. There is nothing wrong with that. What creates the glitch in her story is the fact that she says that the guy refuses to walk away after she rejects him asking for the IG. Now, as a man, I've asked the woman for her social media, but it is not all that serious. No random guy is coming up to you and saying, look, can I have your IG? And if you refuse to give it to me, I am not going anywhere. I don't know if you guys remember the situation with the brick lady, how she claimed that guy got upset because she didn't want to give the guy her number and then he hit her with a brick. This is literally the brick lady story 2.0. And a lot of people have to understand what levels and degrees people will go through just to get views off of a trumped up story. I'm not stating that there are not a lot of true stories out there, but the way that she put this story, it doesn't even seem the slightest real. Because first and foremost, your friend got beat up for stepping up on your behalf, right? And you didn't help her. And it was you and like 3 other girls, or how many if it was of y'all. Basically, y'all outnumbered the guy. You did not help your friend for stepping up for you. And then secondly, you're claiming that because you was in London that he just all of a sudden got away. He went through some train station, whatever it was. Like, I got lost in the video after realizing that she was fabricating the entire story. Why isn't this guy caught already? So he can just beat up some random woman, beat her down to a pulp, not get caught, no police report floating around, nothing floating around in the news, anything like that people maybe know of in her area. You get what I'm saying? Like, it just makes no sense. And the reason why I pertain this story based on the brick lady situation, because it was the same situation. She ended up claiming that the guy hit her with a brick because she didn't want to give him her number. And then all of a sudden people start giving her money for a GoFundMe. And she ended up getting 40,000 out of people for some trumped up story. Like, a lot of people got to really understand that people do anything for likes. People do anything for views. I have seen people text themselves and claim that somebody else was texting them. Like, when it comes to being real and keeping it real, you will never get that over on me, because I'm always the type of person that looks at things for what it is. You get what I'm saying? And this story was not real at all. And a lot of people are eating it up on TikTok and people saying, oh, that's crazy, this and that. But at the end of the day, this is not a real story. This woman is doing makeup and talking about a story of her friend that got beat up. Like, how are you that calm? Your friend got beat up to a pulp on your behalf. You don't seem the slightest bothered. Why? Because it's not real. You see what they do for views for real. Like, people would do anything for views, and social media and clout is the new drug, and people will continue to OD off it if a lot of you people out here don't hold them accountable. Hold these people accountable for what they doing. They out here just creating narratives and stories that's not even true. I believe facts. I don't believe fiction. You can't come up to me and tell me a story and expect me to believe it right off the bat. I always go through everything before I even believe what's being said to me. You know, you just can't do that with me. But why? Because I was blessed with the spirit of wisdom. I was blessed with the mindset to understand reason. I was blessed with the mindset to understand that everything that you hear, half of it is true. I was blessed with the mindset to know that people always give 30% of the story, and then the other half of the story is either true or made up. And I also believe that when stories go around, they are broken off into sections. Your truth might be different from his truth or her truth. People have different versions of the truth. And like I said before, in this story, this is not one of them. This was definitely a fabricated story for views, for likes, for comments, to go viral, because people know that people want to go viral more than they want to be successful, which is crazy. They'll do anything to go viral. If it'll put them in the limelight, they'll go viral. Go viral for something else. Go viral for something real. Don't go viral for stuff that you made up. And then you got to look yourself in the mirror and realize that, look, I'm out here lying to myself. You got to face that. Because when the smoke clears and when you get off these social medias and look at yourself, you got to look at yourself for being a compulsive liar. That's what you have to deal with as a person. But I would like to know what y'all think about this video in the comment section. Let's see if y'all have the same perspective of me or y'all actually believe that she's telling the truth. Like, share, and subscribe. Peace.